Then we'll have the meat gravy. Yum! Let's get that in there. So all I've done here is I've taken the casings off of some mild Italian sausage. There's about 5 sausages here. Just breaking it up so when I put it in the gravy it'll be easier. We want it all chunked up. We don't want big globs. Gravy's on. It's just coming to a boil. Gonna let that cook for about a half hour more. Then we'll put all the meat in. And again, we're putting the meat in raw. It'll cook for about 3 to 4 hours, probably closer to 4 hours. All the meat will be ready. And then we'll put, tomorrow morning we'll put all the lasagna together. So I hope you're enjoying it. Doing the best you can, swollen eye and all. More cleanup coming. Here we go. Gravy's been going. It's just about 45 minutes. It looks a little lower to you. It is because we moved some to a smaller pot. We'll just leave this without any meat in it. We'll put all the meat in here. It should fill that pot up nice. Eventually all that stuff will come off the sides and help thicken it up the gravy. We've got a nice little boil going there. It's been covered with the splatter screen. And now we're going to start adding the meat. We're going to have to set the camera. Just put it in here just to hold it. Just crumble it as we go. Again, not to keep repeating myself, but it's going in the Cuisinart when it's all cooked. I have a spoon. Sausage. It's a good thing we took some of that gravy out and put it in the smaller pot. This thing would have been overflowing already. Again, a good use for the other pot that's over here to my left, the smaller pot, is that'll be for the gravy that goes onto the lasagna that doesn't have the meat in it. But you can already see what the consistency this is going to be when it goes into the lasagna. Like I said, about 4 hours. It'll be nice and tasty. But it's almost the perfect consistency that I actually want for the lasagna. The only thing we're going to do, possibly, is throw those hot sausages in the Cuisinart and then add them to this, because when they're cooked, they won't break up. The meat won't break up less. Well, it's about 1:30. Give this a look. Getting a little thinner, but that's okay. I want some of that to be gravy, but get a lot of the oils from the sausage that'll come out into the gravy. Gives it its flavor. So we're about halfway through. I'll give you a close-up of that. So just a tiny boil going on. It's about 1:30. I just gave that a good stir. So we're about halfway home. We're pretty much just basically dried out the meat that we're going to use for the filling. Thus just getting rid of all the excess moisture that's in here. And we'll use that, what's left in the bucket, we'll use that in the gravy. We'll put that back on the stove and let it reduce. But you see that the meat is now, looks a lot drier. There is some liquid in there. We'll get rid of that simply by pouring it off. And then we can start to cool this down so we can start the lasagna noodles and start putting the lasagna together. This is all the gravy now in a bigger pot. This is the stuff that we got out of the meat when we drained all the meat, plus what was in that smaller pot earlier. See, it's still a little thinner, which is fine, and it will. Welcome back, part 2. Gravy lasagna. Sunday. Different clothes. Did you notice? What we're going to do right now is we had chilled the mozzarella so that's easier to shred. So we're going to just cut it into pieces now. It's already getting soft on the outside, but it's still hard on the inside. But I'm going to use the Cuisinart for this and use the shredder device. So I'll take care of that, and then we'll come back. Mozzarella is all grated up. Just a couple minutes. Really is easier when you chill it down before you use it, before you try to do that. Any soft cheese, actually. Might even need a bigger pot. Do cheese filling. Give them a little beating. Spill it. Let it dry out a little. It's also got a little bit of oregano and a little bit of basil in it. Got to grate the Parmesan Reggiano. We'll do that. So in the pot now we have the ground mozzarella, the big container of ricotta cheese. We're going to add the smaller one also. Some parsley with some oregano and basil. Grated Parmigiano Romano Reggiano cheese. And 2 eggs. To help bind. I'm going to add some fresh ground black pepper.
Hey mambo, mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo Italiano, go, go, go. You mixed up a Siciliano, all you Calabrese do the mambo like a crazy with a hey mambo. Don't wanna tarantella, hey mambo, no more mozzarella, hey mambo, mambo